Welcome to Couple of Instigators. Let's get this rolling. Rolling. All right, so I've got Teresa and Margaret. Margaret's bailing because she's not doing her work properly during the day, so she's got to go and do her job she's supposed to be doing at home.
This is correct.
Right. And we're currently exchanging things to look at, and I'm showing Pico, and Teresa's showing her new Rolex.
Hey, I mean,
I would rather have a car, but then they
what
said,
if you already have a car?
Right. Margaret's like, well, you already have a car. I'm like, okay. I would rather. So it's just like, would you rather have a Rolex or blah, 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 right?
Well,
would you rather?
My Rolex was a good deal.
It was. You traveled to get it too, right?
No, I shipped it. I had it shipped to New Jersey, so I didn't have to pay taxes.
That was it. Okay.
Then how did you get it from New Jersey?
Then they shipped it back.
Interesting.
Wait, I'm confused.
I don't know how it happens.
Wait, what did you? Was it a selection? Like, if you don't want to pay tax, we will ship this to New Jersey. How did this work?
So this jewelry store it's my wedding rings from this place. If you they've kind of changed the laws a little bit, but if you get something shipped to a state that they don't have a store in, you don't have to pay taxes. It's probably just state taxes. You probably still have to pay federal taxes.
Right.
So
really know. Where did it go in New Jersey?
Plainfield.
Did you know somebody there?
Oh, yes.
Oh!
I got it shipped to Ryan's aunt's house.
Okay, I get it. Yes.
And apparently that's exactly what they did with my engagement or my wedding ring too, or engagement ring. Right. They got it shipped up there so he didn't have to pay taxes on it. So
got it. I understand now. I just was like, I'm thinking like, are they randomly like, we have a P.O. box in New Jersey. You can ship here and then you won't, I didn't, right. I'm like, what kind of like shit are they up to?
Right.
Okay,
so you would rather a car.
Okay, let's pick. Margaret, what would you rather? Your Chanel bag or I don't know.
I don't know what else I'd want either.
I know. I'm going to have to sit down off time and come up with would you rather, but Margaret has a point, but you already have a car. Okay, I could have got a nicer car.
Wait.
No, you know what I'd rather have? I'd rather have a boat. There's a boat that I want.
Well, you see, if I had something that I wanted, maybe I wouldn't have spent all the money on this.
And since I think I'm going to get all that money from quitting my job in the fall, I think I'm going to buy a boat with some of it, because that's responsible.
Make sure you have a job lined up before you buy a boat. Or not, really.
Or I could just use the boat and catch fish for my dinner if I don't have a paycheck.
Right. Wait, so when I got my watch and I went to the stadium to go walk around, and I obviously had my watch and I was like, guys, look at my new watch to the construction worker. And one of them, he's like he's like 16. No, he's probably 20. He's an infant. And he was like, is that real? And I was like, no, it's fake. And I'm just showing you a fake watch, bruh. And I was like,
never mind the fake Gucci that I'm carrying.
It's different.
You've lost all credibility.
That's true. That's so true. So, Teresa, I'm telling you, we should play the game. Right? Margaret, you got to get all dolled up in all your Ollie stuff. And Teresa, and we're going to play Pick the Fake.
We should post those on the Facebook page.
Oh, we got to. Pick the Fake.
Wait. So anyway, I showed him my watch, and this poor child, he's 20. He was like, is it real? And he was like, and I was like, yeah. Then he goes, well, how much that cost? Because he's 20 and he doesn't understand, you just Google those things. You don't ask someone how much it costs.
Right.
Whatever. Maybe he doesn't know what the Google box is.
But he doesn't know you got a deal either.
He doesn't know I got a deal. So I told him, and I said, oh, I got a deal on it. And I said the price or something close to the price.
Right.
And he goes, you know how many fishing poles you could buy with that?
See, I'm not the only one that's like thinking like, all right, yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to tell you, but Danielle, we have like totally different spending habits, but they equal the same amount of money. You know what I mean? So like I will buy 10 pieces of shit for the same price. She just bought like a new purse online. It was like 600. And that's like 10 of my pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And then I'm like, all right. So I'm like, how much was that? She bought a lunchbox. A lunch box. I'm gonna hold it up because it's on the table because she got it.
Oh, I thought you were trying to make sure she didn't hear you shit talk her.
No, she's not on the deck. She bought this lunch pail, this cup, okay? She had her initials embroidered. You can't be more basic white bitch than this, right? Her initials are
the South.
It's a Vera Bradley.
Oh.
It was like $100. I'm like, you paid $100 for
I have a monogram Lily lunchbox.
I should have figured. You and Danielle, the two most basic white bitches that I know. Oh, Teresa's in that mix too. I have to say.
I carry a Kate Spade, like, you know those reusable grocery bags type things? I have a Kate Spade one with a octopus that is in the shape of a menorah that I carry my lunch in.
A menorah? You're not even Jewish. Where'd you find this?
I don't know.
Was it one of your Jewish friends you took it from? Because what the hell are you doing with a menorah?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Because it's got Kate Spade, but you're like, fuck it, it's a menorah, but it's Kate Spade.
No. Actually, is it Jack's? It's Jack Spade, not Kate Spade.
Oh, who's Jack?
I think it's her brother. Margaret might know more.
No, it was their men's line that they had for a short time.
Oh, Teresa, that could be a antique.
I have no idea, but it's adorable, and I will take a picture of it so you can see it.
Yeah.
It holds like my lunch perfectly.
Well, this one, I want to think she has little compartments in here. Oh, no, she doesn't. All right. I thought it had like a little bottle holder. I don't know. But,
wait, Cindy,
and it comes equipped with masks. She's got a bunch of, look at all these masks.
Speaking of lunch boxes, I've been thinking, like, I know I've told you guys, my company is saying we probably won't go back into the office at all this calendar year.
Well, you really won't be going back, but go ahead.
Like, I'm also thinking after this, like, a lot of places, a lot of jobs are probably going to be remote now just because companies are realizing they don't need the office space.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, what if I, like, that means I don't need, like, half of my closet.
What will you do?
It means I don't need a lunchbox anymore. Like, you know, like, there's so much stuff that I, like, don't need anymore.
Well, let's figure the things that aren't going to happen anymore once you start not having to go to the office, okay? Your hair is going to remain pink. Because now there's zero fucks. Do you care? Because you don't have to go present yourself professionally.
But also, like, to bring it back kind of to Teresa's Rolex, like, I genuinely do buy, like, nice purses and jewelry, whatever, because I just like it. I really do like it. But also, there's an element of, like, I might not need 10 Louis Vuitton bags if I'm not going to the office every day. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I don't want someone to see me with, like, the same, like, outfit and purse and stuff every single day. You know, you want to mix it up. Yeah. But if you aren't going anywhere every day, if you only need, like, one good outfit a week for when you go out to dinner or see friends or whatever, you know, on Friday or Saturday, like, you know what I mean? Like, you just, like, I feel like my whole shopping habits are going to change because I just won't feel like I need so much.
And you're going to save a lot of money?
Well, yeah, like, I legitimately don't get out of my pajamas anymore just don't.
No.
Danielle?
And I don't really put makeup on every day. Like, when they first started, like, you know, you buy makeup and, like, you don't really love it for one reason or another. Like, it's just kind of weird. And then you have your good makeup that you really do like, or it's more expensive. Well, I've been trying to go through my, like, crappy makeup when this started, because I'm like, well, I don't care if it looks a little janky because I'm just at home, so I might as well use it up now. But then I'm like, well, we're never going back to work. Like, how much makeup do I even really need to own? I'm not using, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's changing so many things even at home.
I put on makeup like once a week when I go to therapy. So, like, I don't look like a fool.
You don't even go to therapy on Zoom? They let you go in person?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm not talking to you on Zoom. We're going to do this face-to-face.
You don't want your therapist to think you've totally given up on life. So you put a little makeup on.
You don't want her to know?
My husband works across the street from where we live. And I was like, you know, if I'm going to be in a situation where I'm working from home for the foreseeable future, like, do we even need 2 cars anymore? You know? Like, I could pretty much structure my life, especially since he works so close, where, like, I schedule all my, like, whatever appointments and errands on, like, 2 days a week. I drive him to work so I can have for the car those days, you know, and get done what I need to do.
But, all right.
You wildin'.
Let me ask you this. So, Teresa, you are going to be working outside of the house again soon, right?
Yeah, so I did take that other job.
Right.
Do you know that, Cindy? So, because I have no idea if sports are ever going to come back, and I hate my job anyway.
So you got offered another job, so you took that, but you're going to be having to leave for that one.
Right. So, and my offer, like, so I got my offer letter, and I was like, oh, so, because our state is opened, like, partially for, like, the next 2 weeks, and then I don't know what happens in June. I don't know the next phase. And so I emailed my boss, and I was like, or my new boss, and I was like, so, one, when are we going back in the wild? Like, when do I have to report to work? And he was like, oh, I'm not really interested in y'all, like, coming back into the office because y'all are doing everything you have to do from home. So I actually, like, didn't even really interview for this job. Like, I just kind of got it. So that's fun. And then the second thing, I was like, what do you wear? Because my other job, I wore literally, like, sports shorts or leggings or joggers and, like, T-shirts. Like, I had no.
So you were, like, almost a quarantine uniform anyway at your last job.
Oh, my last job was for sure quarantine uniform from the jump. The one thing, at basketball games, we couldn't wear jeans. So I was like, oh, these Lululemon joggers are the same thing. So
you couldn't wear, okay.
So, but for everything else, you could wear jeans. I don't know why they were basketball, you couldn't wear jeans. But I was already in, like, pretty ratchet attire. But I cleaned my closet out, like, a week before the quarantine. And I got rid of all my business casual clothes because I'd given up on life, that I was ever going to be able to get a real job that I enjoyed.
So you threw away all your business casual. So you have your workout, your quarantine, pajamas, and very dressy. That whole middle section is gone.
Yeah, I have like going out.
Wedding or working out. Those are your only 2 options right now.
Basically.
Yeah.
Or I have, so also my quarantine clothes versus my workout clothes versus my old work attire, there were different various levels of, like, grossness.
Okay. All right. I get it now.
Not interchangeable.
Right. So, Margaret, you are not throwing away any of those Lily dresses, even though you don't have to go out to work anymore.
Correct. But, like, yeah, it's already affected my, like, shopping because Lily had a big sale a couple weeks ago. And normally I would do, like, 75% stuff that could be work appropriate and, like, 25%, like, you know, shorts and sweatshirts and stuff during the sale. But I totally flipped it this time and bought mostly, like, loungy stuff and just a couple things for when I go back to work because I did need some new stuff to match my new hair color. But then, so now I'm even thinking, like, the couple, like, blouses and stuff that I ordered, I might return because, like, I just don't think it's necessary right now.
Right. Okay, so the new thing, obviously,